I was thinking of drawing some type of boards that I might be able to place not in the VFW itself, but outside in the yard, near the alley where people often barbecue and stuff. However, after I did these boards, I felt that people would probably just think they were junk and throw them away, being as how they are graffiti pieces. But I filmed this here to show how I actually go about doing the ink and paint mixed graffiti boards. And this means that I use a giant Sharpie marker to do an ink sketch of characters or letters, and then I use spray paint and make stencils of whatever I find on the floor for certain artistic effects. Now don't get me wrong when I say this, but I find doing characters a bit more challenging than doing just letters, because you have to know your anatomy. And even so, you know, when doing graffiti style characters, you also have to have and make your own way of exaggerating the anatomy of the figures you draw, because this is what gives graffiti style characters that really funky looking edge and appeal. So I found these boards in my alley, and I decided they were a nice surface to draw on. So when I do stuff like this, it's reminiscent of doing the old school style graffiti jackets, like doing the jean jackets with the uni and Posca markers. See, we used to use Sharpies and Pilots too to outline and then spray paint or airbrush the colors in. So it's these kinds of jackets, you know, they were pretty cool back in the day, and actually I wish more people would do them nowadays too. But basically, as you can see, I don't have any professional etiquette in the arts, and it shows in the way I draw my art in these garbage-like ways on actual stuff that people throw out of their homes. So I suppose, hey, you know, it's the ghetto in me. But typically speaking though, I find that drawing in this manner has a sort of genuine feel to it, as I'm not actually planning or working on a specific idea. Rather, I'm just letting whatever's in my head, you know, at the time flow out. So in reality, there's no predetermined or cognitive plan of art I have when doing these things. I just freestyle draw without using a sketch, and I'm doing so in a very fast manner. So I'm actually known as being one of the faster painters in Chicago. But this probably comes from using stock caps and me being spawned, you know, from the era when we did illegal pieces on rooftops. So being fast actually was a real necessity back then. And you know, this is one of the biggest differences between old school painters who had come from an illegal piecing background and those nowadays that come from an era where they grew up doing just, you know, mainly permission walls.